And we are the Arsenal family, wishing you a happy holidays from the Arsenals and the Benita Show. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Another episode of the Benita Show, where we are here at iWatchRadio.com studios, and we have a live studio audience. I'm so proud that everybody took time to come out here tonight. Thank you. Applause to my audience. Well, the first guest we have is the playwright. She's a gospel playwright artist, Miss Sherry Gulley. Sherry, come on up. Hi, Sherry.
Hello.
Thank you for taking time to come out to the Benita Show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm going to mic you up, Miss Sherry.
Okay.
I'm out, by the way.
I remember it. Sherry, tell us about what you've been doing. I know you grew up in a pastoral type home, and they kind of led you to writing gospel plays and things of that nature. Tell the world what it is that you do and about your plays.
Okay. I began writing stage plays actually in 2002, following the death of my father in 2001, and it debuted in 2003. And
what play was that? Which play was that?
It's called Single Wives.
Okay.
Single Wives, and I do it as a ministry. However, I don't always advertise it that way because I found out that I don't need to preach to the choir.
Yeah.
I need to send the message out to the people who are not actually going to church.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of take it to them.
Okay, well, good for you.
Well, thank you.
Well, can you tell us about do you have one play specifically that you just like the most? Which one do you feel is more rewarding? Or?
Well, I guess I would say my first play, Single Wives, and I would say that because it was the very first one that I had ever done, and then the way it was received really inspired me to go on. I had a standing ovation at the end of it, and that just kind of made me want to do it more. It was nerve-wracking at first. I was afraid, going out because you didn't know what to expect. But then after the audience just really received it well, and I could see what it did for the people who attended, I felt like this is something I want to do. And I always had the gift. I was afraid to use it at first because I was really shy and quiet, and my dad recognized it, and he tried to get me to write at an early age, but I was just too afraid to step out. But when he died, I felt an urgency to write, and so.
What is Single Wives about? What was it about?
It's about women who give too much in relationships to men they are not married to.
I can only imagine. We got some questions in the audience or some comments in the audience on that one. So it's about relationships, women giving too much to men who they're not married to.
Right. It's like they give them all the benefits of being a wife to them, but they are not married. So they have the children, and they wash the clothes, and they cook the meals, and they help them financially. They just do everything, but they're not married. And oftentimes the men have no intentions of marrying.
Why buy the cow when you get the milk free, right?
That's right.
That's what I heard the old saying was.
That's
Now,
right.
can I get any comments from the ladies in the audience on that subject? Anybody want to talk about that? Please.
Why do you think that women would want to be a single wife? And in the conclusion of the play, what did the audience get from that?
Well, actually, it was like a reality check. It wasn't that they wanted to be a single wife. They were just doing all of this in hopes to become a wife, but it just never happened. And then they became jaded and decided that they need to do something different. Yes.
I can understand why you would come up with a title like that, because when you first said Single Wives,
I'm thinking that's sort of an oxymoron if you think about it. You can't be single and be a wife, but I get the point of what you're saying, that they're living as if they are the wife or benefits, but they're still single. And you stated that the guy has no intention of marrying them. So at what point, do you make it a point in your play that you point this out to them, that they showcase through the play? Or is it just something?
Yeah, and like I said, it was more like a reality check. It was something that I wanted women to see, you know, for the women who are living their lives like that. I wanted them to be able to see what that looks like and whether or not they get the benefits in the end.
So you're holding a mirror up for them to recognize that stand. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you. Teaching our young ladies that, any other plays specifically? You just did one recently.
I did, but that was not my own. I was in it. It was written by Joe P.E. King, and it was called Issues of Love, and it was performed at the Grandel Theater, home of the Black Rep. And even though I've been writing plays for a while, it was quite an experience for me. It was really different being on the other side of it. And Joel is very serious about his work, as he should be. And I just watched him, and I just learned a lot. That's going to help me going forward.
Now you've been doing this for how many years?
Since 2002, so it's been quite a while now. And I'm working on a couple of projects right now, and I'm not in a hurry because I want to make sure that I come back new and improved.
All right, good for you. What did you do before writing plays?
I work for St. Louis University.
Okay.
Yes, and I do administrative work. I have all the finances for our department, but that is my passion. And it was just discovered late in life. I wish I had discovered it earlier, or listened to my dad earlier, and that would have been a path I would have chosen for myself.
From the jump. Well, we're glad to have you in our St. Louis community doing your gospel plays. I can't wait to see one of them. I got to see some good stuff online. I was like, oh, she is doing it. Because I saw your first trailer.
Circle of Influence, I think is what you saw.
Now that was yours, right?
That is mine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now did that air last?
Last year we did it. It's been run a couple of times, several times, in St. Louis and also in Edwardsville.
Okay.
And that deals with a young girl who is dealing with the divorce of her parents, and then her mom dating a new man, and the man sexually abuses her, and then the mother doesn't really listen.
We hear that. They were talking about that on the radio the other day. Mothers not listening to their daughters when they're being abused by these guys. So we're gonna go ahead and go to our next guest. But Sherry, any last words you want to tell the world or our audience sitting right here?
Remember my name, Sherry Gulley.
Sherry Gulley. Thank you, Sherry, for coming on.
He understands what he got himself into.
You and your men have been tapped to escort the senator and her family from their home to the safe zone.
What's taking so long with the production? Shooting things in the really grand sort of cinematic style that we are takes a lot of time.
So what do you think about this whole thing so far, honestly?
Honestly, I'm like totally like confused.
Here I come, Jesus! Here I come, Jesus!
Good luck. I hope you never make a movie again.
Are you? Can I call you?
I mean, I'm through with so are they. I mean, it's nobody can trust you to get done.
Movie's not a one-man show. I wish it were. If I could do everything myself, it'd be a lot better than it's going if I didn't have to rely on all you guys. I mean, honestly.
Well, we're showing up all the time.
It's your movie.
You gotta go.
Oh, hey,
you gotta go. You guys gotta go. You're breaking and entering. You gotta go.
But I can't be a nobody.
everybody who's involved isn't doing this for pay. They would expect to have more consideration since they're volunteering than people that you'd hire to do the parts.
Right.
What else you got? What do you really got to say? Is this a joke? No. Is this a freaking joke? Tell me.
Too bad you can't be part of it, Chris. Because you're not a professional, Chris.
I don't want to be somebody who lies for money or who lies to get what they want or who misleads people, you know, professionally. I want to make movies.
Next up, then we have our special effects artist, Daniel Schaefer. Thanks for coming tonight. And my heart is hurting because you guys cannot see his awesome special effects. And he is really, really good.
That's all right. I'll see the recording.
Yep, they
See the
will.
video.
You will. You guys be sure to get all of our information upstairs so you can tune in and see what's going on. Daniel, say hi to the world.
Hello, world. How are you?
And our audience here. Thanks for coming out tonight, Daniel. So tell us, what do you want our audience and the world to know about you and your special effects?
I want people, my main goal in life is to make special effects artists more known, because in films, special effects artists are overlooked. Like, when they see a film, take Michael Bay for example, when people say, oh, Michael Bay's films, his special effects are awesome. No, they're not his special effects. They're the special effects studio's special effects.
Right.
To say, Digital Domain did a good job on Transformers, and Industrial Light and Magic did a good job on Star Wars.
Right.
And by doing this, with working with Scott Stoltz and Ryan Gregory, they've put me off to the world more than Hollywood would if I worked for Hollywood.
Right.
So that's why I love working with those guys.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of you get out to see the independent films. We show a lot, we debut a lot of films out at the Tivoli Theater on Del Mar Loop. And if you don't get out there a lot, try to get out there. We did Scott Stoltz, Bats in the Pop Tower, and Ryan Gregory's Heart Final Pulse. And you'll see some great special effects there. Even online, you can see some of that stuff online, but awesome special effects artists. And I enjoyed your 4-minute demo reel you sent to me. I mean, he has a guy with the light whip just going all over the place and all that good stuff, but you get to see it in the video. So, anything else you want? You're studying at what university?
I'm going to Lewis and Clark right now just to get some gen eds out of the way, and then I plan on this upcoming fall I'm planning on going out to Chicago to Flashpoint Media Arts Academy. I just got back from an interview with them and it went really well, so I'm happy right now.
Did they see your demo reel too?
They did, and they were impressed.
Very, easily matrix, you know. I think all of our artists here in St. Louis can easily compare to any of the guys in Hollywood any day of the week, in my opinion. So great job on that, and I encourage you to continue to move on with your special effects. That's your heart's desire. When did you first get started in special effects? What got you first interested?
Originally I wanted to be a game designer, but a lot of research told me that I wouldn't enjoy it. Because every college I talked to, every person who was in that field told me, oh, it's all mathematical. There's no creativity involved with it at all. And I'm a creative person. I'm not a math whiz at all. I get C's and maybe a B if I'm lucky. But so I decided, okay, well, what's kind of close to that? And I saw special effects and animation. And so sophomore year of high school, I got involved with it. I messed around with After Effects a little bit, and I loved it instantly. And so I said, okay, so if I try this, maybe it'll turn into something bigger. And it did. And I've been doing it for 4 years now, and I'm very happy with what it's turned out to be.
Good job. Well, we're glad for you, and glad for you, and I'm sure you'll go far with that. Anybody have any questions about special effects?
I got a question. Dan, how old were you starting?
I was probably 15, 16 years old. Used the demo over and over and over. I had like 10 different emails I used to use the demo, just because I loved doing it so much. I put up with all that stuff just because I loved doing it so much, and it was completely worth it whenever I finally got the money to buy the program.
It was cost effective for you.
Oh, definitely. And it works if you're a student because you get like $500 off the program, which is great.
Good for you. Anyone else? Anything else you'd like to tell?
Basically just watch out for me. I plan on doing a lot of stuff in the area and a lot of stuff out of area. Look for Scott Stoltz and Ryan Gregory. They're awesome guys. They're what gave me my start, and I owe them everything.
All right. Well, thank you, Daniel. Thank you for coming out. About Zella. They don't know about that. Tell them about Zella.
Zella is a play that just went up in September at the Missouri History Museum, and it was received very well. I was extremely blessed by the turnout and some of the people that came and some of the comments. Zella is a story about my great grandmother's story. Her name is Miss Zadie Mae Calvin. Miss Zadie Mae Calvin had 15 children. She outlived 11 of them. She was born in 1909 in Tupelo, Mississippi. And she decided that she was going to set out and make a better life for her children. So she decided to she was forced basically to take her children from Mississippi, walk barefoot all the way to St. Louis and create a new life.
Oh, stop right there.
Hey, I like this camera, it looks slimmer.
You do, you look good.
Look slim, hold on, yeah, keep that. If I turn this way, don't get it, but if I keep this way.
That's good stuff. Okay, we're gonna see a clip from your play right now, Zella. We're gonna watch it, and when they see it live, or when they see the post production,
Okay.
Hush now! I told you, St. Louis is 30 miles from here. I saw it on the sign back yonder. Mama, what? Mama, look! What, child?
Mama, please, I need to know what is a good mother.
Every day I look at you and I'm disgusted.
I knew you were no good, but I thought I could change you. Abel, I'm your wife. Don't talk to me like that.
Come on upstairs so I can start the pallet.
Daddy, you hit me!
You are not my wife.
You said you loved me, but you don't. You couldn't.
How long?
This don't feel right.
In sickness and in health.
You come up in here with the devil on you?
No, the devil is on you, that's where he is.
Can't do this without you. I can't.
Then we both are gonna die tonight.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! She's gonna leave or kill you one. But it's gonna end tonight. Pretty.
Awesome job. You know, nobody knows this, but we were in a play
We were in
together.
a play together.
We sure was. Sherry, did you know I do some acting?
I do not.
Yes.
I do now.
We were in Karma by Sir Ryan Cunningham.
Yeah, sir, Karma, that's right.
Oh,
You
yes.
played
I played
the gay guy.
I played the gay guy. I played, but his name was
We were in Karma.
Raymond. He wasn't actually a gay guy. He was a gay. Oh, I don't want to tell the play.
What did you do?
It's really good though.
It's good.
Did you come to the play?
I was thinking, I was there.
You don't remember the loud mouth always telling a lie?
Well, now I do.
That was,
With the bat? That was it.
that was me. But anyway, yeah, we did that. I enjoyed you, and I was like, when you came in, because you came in a little late in the production.
I came in 2 weeks
But you
before
came
production.
in ready to roll. I was like, okay, I like this guy. He knows what he is doing.
I appreciate that.
Somebody I can learn from. You did. And Ryan Cunningham is an awesome director too.
Yes,
He's an awesome
yes,
writer. And
yes.
I saw him in Zella. I saw him in those clips.
Yes, that's my almost like my little brother that you want to grab and shake. Yes.
Okay. Any last thing you want to say to the world about anything that you do?
Yes, I'm a playwright, I'm a teacher, I'm a producer, I'm also a poet and a spoken word artist. My book is being published in February of next year, so we're looking for that. And also Zella will be back up and running in March of next year. If you go to Kickstarter.com, you'll be able to see the trailer, you'll be able to see some of the background information, and you'll also be able to donate to the website because we're trying to make it nationally. It is a play, it is a drama, it is very heavy, but it's reputable theater, and we're trying to bring reputable theater to St. Louis. I know sometimes we don't look the part, but we're definitely trying to bring some reputable theater.
Man, you're artistic.
We're trying to bring some reputable theater back to St. Louis, definitely. And please be looking out for me. I have business cards. I'm a really nice person, yes.
When does your Kickstarter campaign end?
My Kickstarter campaign ends in 56 days. I got my first donation yesterday for $100, so that was awesome. Yes.
When did it start?
It started 3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
I just put it up.
It's a limited time.
So it's a limited time, yes. So definitely, if you can go out there, Kickstarter.com, just type in Zella. You can type in Zella or my name, and my information will pick up. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any cards?
Yes, I do have cards. Oh, you are just the cutest thing. Yes, I do have cards. I have cards. You also can go to my website at www.sirejwtheater.com. That's www. Y'all can put the little thing at the bottom.
You know I got you. I got you.
www.sirtheater.com.
And it's on this information too. Be sure to pick one up on your way out.
Yes.
Anybody have any other questions for Sir Ervin Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
When are you casting for your next play?
My next play, well, Zella's already cast for. I'm one of those people, if I have a group that I believe in, I stay with that group. I make sure everyone gets paid in my play. That's one thing that we do in St. Louis. Miss Sherry, you understand that. Miss Shirley understand that. But I am working on my second play right now. It's called, it's going to be called Frida. And this is about a young woman in the 1940s. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm speaking Ervin right now, but sometimes my ADHD kicks in. And 3 months ago, we had a America I Am campaign at the Missouri History Museum, exhibit at the Missouri History Museum. Make a long story short, I took the 25 boys over there who I mentored to go see the exhibit. Well, I found out, I thought I was a person that was like very well, that was knowledgeable about history, and I've learned some information that I didn't know, and I didn't know that there were a group of African-American women in World War II in the 1940s who were just swept under the rug. There was about 8,000 of them soldiers, so right now I'm writing a play trying to tell some of that story because they were just given recognition in 2009 by President Obama. So I'm definitely doing research on that right now because I knew nothing about that, and I knew if I didn't know anything about it, there's a great deal of people that didn't know.
Nose to the grindstone, man.
I'm trying. It's broke stuff for the birds.
I have one question. Is there any overwhelming characteristic, since you did the research about your great-grandmother, that she had back in the late 1800s compared to people today?
One thing that by me doing some of the research and just knowing my grandmother was born in 1909, but she died in 2006. So she had a great deal of knowledge and just wisdom beyond years. Like, I was blessed to have her that long and get to sit down and pick her brain. But one thing that I see that's practiced in that's first of all, the African American community, even though it's she had a silent strength. And that was a strength where I don't have to be loud, I don't have to curse you out. You're gonna respect me because of who I am. And she had this level of integrity that I haven't seen matched as of yet. And I think that's what we as a community, not just as a community, but just in general as people, we have to get back to the word integrity. Is basically what we're doing when people are not looking. And that's what my grandmother, she represented that word integrity.
Any other questions? Ervin, thank you so much. I've been
Thank you.
on my show since I first started it. So
Thank you for inviting me to the show. Let me say that, and I humbly apologize because I'm one of those people that don't like being late, so I humbly apologize. But thank you so much, and I wish you so much success.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're watching the Benita Show Holiday Celebration. Check out these previews and see what our St. Louis independent filmmakers are doing.
All right, well, I best initiate my approach then. Say you should do it within 30 seconds of seeing your target or you lose your nerve. Hey there! Hey there! Hey there! Sorry to bother you, I was just curious. Did you happen to see what just happened outside? Listen, you gotta put yourself out there, you're never gonna get any. Just another frustrated chump. Chicks are gonna dig a guy that's just a little bit of a jerk, you know? Say something slightly disparaging and they're there for the tape. You want me to tell you what you're thinking right now?
Actually, I'm waiting for my boyfriend.
Wrong! You want a shot of something?
No, I want you to go away. Do you mind?
No, not at all. I'm Pete.
Oh, hey. I've been waiting for you for like 20 minutes. I would like you to meet my boyfriend.
Boyfriend, and the happiest 2.5 years of my life, I can assure you. See you around. Stephanie girl, I really feel something for her. What do you do for work?
Please. Nobody ever asks that question unless they're just trying to get in your pants.
You're starting to sound like a guy that's getting kind of serious there. Could it be that player Pete has finally met his match?
Yeah, rom-com this, rom-com that. Why do you even care?
Because it's the same dumb story every time. Girl meets guy, they fall in love.
I don't normally do this kind of thing.
Oh, and you're not a big cook? I never would have guessed that.
The guy does something dumb.
Yeah, Sharon, how are you?
And the girl dumps him, and the guy has this epiphany. And then the girl goes, okay, whatever. And then they get together, they go home, they live happily ever after.
This isn't going to work, Pete. We're so through.
Whoa. Back up a second. Hey, Stephanie, it's me, it's Pete. You think you're breaking up with me? I'm breaking up with you! How do I delete this?
I need to prove to her that I am unafraid of any barriers whatsoever. I will do whatever it takes to prove to her the mistake that she's made.
I think you need to write this one off, Pete. Just let her go. Forget about her.
Oh, God. Not you again.
What do you think she wants? What does she want from me?
I think what she wants from you is to leave her alone.
Are you following me?
No, it's a poem. I wrote this for you. I've acted according to my heart here, you know? I mean, that kind of thing doesn't come easy for guys like me.
You have to throw in the towel in this one. You can't keep stalking her like this.
This is about stalking. And stalking is about love.
And action.
Hi, I'm Dan O'Callahan from DJC Films, and I'm also the director of photography of The Benita Show.
Hi, I'm David Kelly from SDS Studio Films, photographer.
Ryan Gregory with RBG Studios in association with SDS Studio Films.
I'm Daniel Schaefer with Force Power Studios in association with SES Studio Films and The Benita Show.
I'm David Hamrick. I am an intern for SES Studio Films.
I'm Carrie Stoltz. I'm a co-producer of SES Studio Films.
And I'm Scott Stoltz, executive producer and director for SES Studio Films. And together, we have created this holiday special for The Benita Show. So, on behalf of SES Studio Films and our local filmmakers, Happy Holidays!